Yo, what up? What up? What's up? Whoever's here. Hi, everyone. Apple Ricky says, "What's up?" Klobnom7 says, "Sup, cousin." How you doing, man? How you guys doing? Glad to see y'all here. Glad to see y'all here. Please smash the thumbs up right there, guys. Apple Ricky, Klobnom, smash the thumbs up. Let's get it up to 15. Come on. Let's get it up to 15, guys. And yeah, what's up, everyone? What's up? How's everyone doing? How's everyone's Wednesday going? It's Wednesday today, mid of the week. Poriki says, "You got any ideas for your Exorcist film?" Just curious. Um, Let me see. I got some stuff. I got some stuff. We'll talk about it later during the stream. I got some stuff. I think I wrote some stuff down the other day. I kind of want like a nice Victorian house for the main house, kind of like in the original Exorcist. And I may probably recreate the that classic shot. When the what is it called, the what's his name, the priest, when the priest is going to the house. Remember when he gets out of the taxi and he's staring right there in front of the house looking at it? Maybe recreate that classic shot and do some original stuff as well. Yeah, that'll be awesome. That would be awesome, Apple Ricky. Hell yeah. Praise Downs, you says, "What's up, Frank? What's up, Praise? How you doing? How you doing, Praise? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel on another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's the first episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays of 2026. Today is the first episode of 2026. Thank you for being here, guys. Everyone that just got here, please smash the thumbs up. Come on, guys. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. And I can't be so fast today because I hurt my back skating. So I'm going to have to you see my back's hurting right there. So we're going to have to kind of slow it down a bit today. Tyriak says, Five Nights at Freddy 2 movie on DVD. Is it already on DVD? And what's up, Tyriak? How you doing? How you doing? Please smash the thumbs up right there, Tyriak. Get us up to 15 so more people can join us here. And what, the DVD's already out? That's quick, bro. That's pretty damn fast. I remember back in the day, when I was a kid, it would take like almost a year for the VHS to drop, bro. So you would kind of forget about the movie for a bit, and I think that's what would get people to buy them or rent them more, is the fact that we pretty much we pretty much didn't see the movie for like almost a year, and that actually got people to rent them or buy the VHSs more. Unlike now, everything's on streaming and all that stuff, so it's like people are kind of desensitized to it. But yeah, Tyreek says, Tyrese. My bad, Tyrese. Like Tyrese, the rapper. I mean, the actor, Tyrese Gibson. Oh, but Tyrese says yes. That's crazy. Yeah, like I said, it's crazy that the DVD's already up. That's fast. Aporeki says you should have Ralph. Ralph. You should have Ralph be the voice of the demon and David Howard Thorne be the demon's face. That would be cool. That would be cool, Apple Ricky. That would be cool. Ralph, my brother. I don't think Ralph has acted in anything since we did my Halloween fan film. Yeah, I don't think my brother Ralph's acted in anything since we did my first Halloween fan film, The Boogeyman. Yeah, he played some mechanic guy who like gets freaking. Well, it wasn't even really a mechanic. It was just some dude working on his car, and Michael comes up from the side and bashes his head in with like with a hammer. Yeah, with a hammer. I forgot, bro. I made the movie and I forgot. That's crazy. Praise says, by the way, I'm the guy who can't decide what he wants his name to be. That's cool, bro. I think I like this name, man. I think I like this name. Praise. I like this name, bro. I like this name. It's cool, bro. You should keep this name. You should keep this name, man. You should keep this name. Hell yeah, you should keep this name. And yeah, that's crazy. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't get to see Five Nights at Freddy's in theaters. I wonder if it's still in theaters. Is Five Nights at Freddy's still in theaters? Is Five Nights at Freddy's still in theaters? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let me see. We also got a little bit of movie news to go over. There's like a lot of Scream stuff right now. A lot of Scream stuff. Let me see. Praise says it might. I think it probably is. Let me check quick. I'm gonna check my local theater. I'm gonna check my local theater, see what's going on. A Wolf says, "Greetings and solutions, Hollywood Horror Film Club." What's up, Wolf? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Glad to see you here on another stream, Wolf. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's episode 57, man. The first episode of 2026. Hell yeah, Wolf. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Wolf. Get us up to 15, please, Wolf. So more people could join us here on the channel, Wolf, please. Let me see. Apple Ricky said, "Oh no, we already read that." Apple Ricky says, "That's my dream role to play in an Exorcist movie." We'll get it done somehow eventually. We'll get it done somehow eventually. Movies are getting really easy to make. I want to get my camera soon already. Because I kind of want to start shooting The Clown too. But I gotta get it casted first too as well and secure the locations and print the script. But yeah, dude, it's gonna be awesome shooting my first professional film. But yeah, Apple Ricky, yeah, we'll definitely get something going with the Exorcist. That'll be cool. Yeah, that'll be definitely be cool. But that'll be crazy though, like man, because like, dude, we would have to like come up with some money to be able to license the property, you know, to be able to use it and make money off of it. If not, we're just gonna have to make a fan film, but a really high quality fan film. Twisted Emo said, "What's up? What's up, Twisted Emo? How you doing? How you doing, Twisted Emo? Glad to see you here on the channel on another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's episode 57, bro. First episode of 2026, man. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Twisted Emo, get us up to 17 if you haven't smashed the thumbs up yet. Praise says, "Sick. My dream is to play Michael Myers in some kind of Halloween film." Hey, that's pretty cool, Praise. Where do you live? Where do you live, bro? I'm always looking for new Michael Myers actors. Although I got a pretty good one right here. Who knows how to put my younger brother Junior? He's got the Halloween 78 and Halloween 2 Michael Myers down. He's got those down. But the other Michaels and H2O and in Resurrection, actually, yeah, I'll take that back. He's got my younger brother. He's got the mannerisms for the 78 Michael, Halloween 2, Halloween H2O, and Resurrection. He could nail those. And Flashback Michael, which is basically 78 Michael still. He's got those, but he's still a skinnier guy like me. You know, he's tall but skinny like me. So, like, we also need bigger Michaels, you know? Because I also want to make a Halloween, Rob Zombie Halloween fan film. Eventually, I want to make a Rob Zombie Halloween fan film. And I do want to use an actual, like, big, giant, tall white guy for that, you know? My friend Brian, he's a white guy, but he's like a bald white guy, and he looks more like James Jude Courtney, you know? He doesn't look like a tall Tyler Mane, you know? Like I would need like and because Tyler Mane's hands were pale as hell in Halloween 2007, you know, and you were able to see all the blood stains. So I would really need someone pale. Yeah, and I'm always looking for Michael Myers actors, bro. What is it? Who said that? Hey, Praise, how tall are you, bro? Praise, how tall are you? OG Wicked Milk said, "What's good? What's up, Wicked Milk? What's up? How you doing, bro? Glad to see you here on another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays, episode 57. First episode of 2026, man. Please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Wicked, if you haven't, get us up to 18. Twisted Emo says, "I made a killer clown story last night. I'm still trying to finish the end." That's cool, bro. That's cool. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm also working myself. I'm also writing the script for The Clown 2. It's coming out crazy, bro. The opening scene is already like gruesome. The opening scene is already gruesome and disgusting and vile, bro. Oh man, I can't wait to shoot this stuff. It's gonna be so cool. It's like oh man, it almost feels like I'm making a Terrifier movie, but it's my own killer. Like I'm telling you, that first opening scene for The Clown 2, and it takes place the same night. I'm doing the Halloween thing. It takes place the same night. Same night during the 2016 clown sightings and stuff like that, you know? Same night, he just goes to the next neighborhood over and continues, you know? His murderous killing spree in new houses, new people, new places, you know? Hell yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Appareki says, if you make more characters, you can add the roles on like backstage. Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, I forgot backstage, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm gonna have to save up a couple of bucks so I can pay actors, bro. Because for this movie, yeah, like I'm low-key. That's why I kind of want to work with mostly people I know and stuff still, you know. But even though someone had to pay them, you know. Um, Let me see. But yeah, I know Apple Ricky about backstage. I get emails from there sometimes, but I'm not really an actor myself. I'm more of like a cinematographer, videographer, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Cameraman, you know, screenwriter. I do makeup, props, you know, all that stuff. I mostly do that. I'll act once in a while, you know, but it's not really. I don't think it's really my thing. Um, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, Wolf says, "Hey, Milkman in the house. What's up? Where's Milkman? Where's is Milkman? I remember I used to talk to some guy called Milkman Masks. Is that the guy we're talking about? Oh, you mean a Wicked Milk? Wicked Milk. Okay, okay. Prey says, you have a good Christmas, Frank. I sure did, bro. I sure did have a good Christmas. I got a few cool little things, you know. Got a new fucking. Oh, I already cussed on the live. It's not gonna go. It's not gonna go higher now. But whatever. But yeah, I got a new board. Got a new video game. Still gonna get probably a few more things. Maybe like another Michael Myers mask, and that's about it, you know. But yeah, man, I had a good Christmas. Cloudnom says Fun World is coming back with the Gen 1 mask. Yes, I know. I posted about that yesterday on my Instagram before I fell asleep after I came back from a skate sesh. I woke up like at 6 in the morning and go skate with my friend. Was trying to get clips for our skateboarding channel. Yeah, and I was tired as hell when I came back. I freaking posted it. I turned off my phone for a bit and I just chilled, bro. Like, oh, my back is killing me right now. But yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. What is it called? Obviously, Fun World. They're gonna be doing a re-release, a reissue, a remake, a reboot, whatever you want to call it, of the Gen 1 Ghostface mask from the 90s. I remember having a few of those as a kid growing up in the 90s, bro. I remember, but at the time, you didn't know the value because, like, and this is before the actual movie Scream came out. They were selling these masks even before the actual movie Scream came out. They were called what were they called back then? The what is it? The Peanut Eye Ghost or the Screaming Ghost or whatever it was called. I don't think they actually started calling it Ghostface until the first movie. But yeah, I remember having a few of those growing up in the 90s. My mom would buy them for me at the Halloween shops and stuff. Back then, you had to go to like a novelty Halloween store, mom and pop, or like if you had money, you would, what is it called? Maybe order it off the catalogs that would come in the mail and stuff. But yeah, I remember that. And yeah, obviously, some of them got ruined or got ripped, you know, and stuff like that. I think I only had two of those left, two of those Gen 1s, up to like 2011-ish, 2012-ish, when I used to party and drink a lot. And that's when I sold my old collection that I had from like the 90s and like the early 2000s and stuff. My Michael Myers mask, my Don Post mask, my my Cinema Secrets Michael Myers mask. And I had those Ghostface masks, you know, because at the time you didn't really know the value, especially even then, bro. I was already like probably like 16, 17 at the time, and I still didn't really know the value of them, you know. They were just my Ghostface masks from when I was a kid, and that was it, you know. That was it, and that was it. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Oh, I can't see that right now. Hold on, wait up. I'll check that message out later. But yeah, dude, and then when I used to party, I sold that collection. So obviously now I don't have those Gen 1s no more. But imagine if I did have them, bro, I would have had like a down payment on a house and stuff. Apple Ricky says you should try. Apple Ricky says you should try. You should try and get a film crew. All you can save up is lots of money. Yeah. Well, I pretty much got a film crew. I got a film crew pretty much. The guys that have always helped me out with my fan films, that's pretty much my film crew. And I pretty much know everything on my own as well. You know, what I would need to do is I would need to save up money to pay actors. That's the main thing. The main thing is paying the employees. You know, that's the thing and shit. That's why my crew, I want to pretty much keep my crew my friends, you know. My crew is pretty much going to be my friends who I go skate with and who I hang out with, you know. And like I would have to save up money to pay good actors, to pay some actors so they could act the movie out really good, so it's really high quality and professional. So when we submit it to streaming services, it'll get accepted right away, you know. Prey says, "Cam, bro, I'm only 11, but when I'm older, I'm gonna try to have a kills and a Halloween 2-1. Awesome, bro. Awesome. And you said you're five. You're what 5? You said 5'11", right? Yeah, but you're only 11, bro. So yeah, it's all good, man. When you get older, bro. I have to look some. I have to look for someone when I go out in the club and stuff. Wicked Milk says, "Hell yeah." Wolf says, "Any resolutions this year, Frank?" Maybe just not to smoke so much weed, and that's about it. And I really don't have any negative things in my life like that, or I don't really do anything negative that would want me to like have resolutions like that. Maybe just not smoke so much pot because I go skate now a lot. That's probably about it. I don't know. Like if this was me like 10 years ago, I would have had a lot of resolutions, honestly. All right, come on, guys. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Let's get it up to 20. Come on, guys. We're almost there. Let's get it up to 20, y'all. Come on. We're almost there, guys. Come on. Let's get it up to 20. We are almost there, guys. We are almost there. Prey says, "Dog, I'm only 5'1". Oh, my bad, my bad. I thought you said I got confused because you said you were 11, and then I got confused with 5'1", 5'11". Yeah, okay, you're a 5'1". Yeah, bro. Yeah, you'll grow more though. You'll grow, little bro. You'll grow. You're only what, 11? You said. Well, damn. How tall was I when I was 11? I was like, I don't know. I was probably like 5'8" already or something when I was 11. But yeah, bro, it's all good, man. Don't worry about it. Praise says, "I don't got it like that." Oh man, it's all good. It's all good, Praise. Don't worry, bro. Wicked Milk says, I what is that? I rather Avenger. Wait. I rather wait. What? I'd rather average height. Don't wait. I'd rather have average height. Not gonna lie, they be trying to size Michael to Jason nowadays. Yeah, that kind of started with Halloween 4-ish and Halloween 5. I think the whole Michael being big now thing that kind of started with Halloween 4 and 5 because Tom Morga and George P. Wilbur, rest in peace, who both played Michael Myers in Halloween 4. They were pretty big guys themselves. Tom Morga even played Jason. Tom Morga even played Jason. I forgot. I think it might have been in the final chapter, but correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it was Tom Morga who played Jason in the final chapter. But correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Remember, I was a pothead. But yeah. I think that started around like 88, 89 when Halloween 4, Halloween 5, they were trying to make Michael big as hell, now. I heard they even had like hockey pads under Michael's jumpsuit during Halloween 5 to make him look bigger and stuff like that, as well as Halloween 4. He had like extra layering inside. That's why he looked so awkward and so stiff in Halloween 4. Yeah. That to me that started in the 80s. Yeah, and then Halloween H2O. You kind of go back to the basics. A skinny Michael Myers, just like about my size, just a skinny dude in a jumpsuit with a baggy jumpsuit, like in the first two movies, Yeah, and H2O goes back to the basics. Resurrection, yeah, it pretty much keeps it at the basics still, I know Brad Lorre wasn't as skinny as Christopher Durand, but he was still he was only what is it? Brad Lorre was only like 6 feet, so he wasn't even that much taller than me, like about an inch or two. So yeah, Michael was still like a relatively decent sized man. Then once we get to Rob Zombie's Halloween, that's when the whole Jason stuff starts. That's when they really amplify the whole Michael being big as hell, Because I remember when they were starting to talk about Halloween, making the Halloween remake. I remember Rob Zombie saying in an interview, he said, "Would you rather have your killer being the same size of you or towering over you?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, that's gonna look better on film. It's gonna look better on film." In a movie, the killer being giant, way taller than you. But in reality, most serial killers aren't even that giant. Jeffrey Dahmer was like, what, 6 feet? He was only like 6 feet. Like, he wasn't even any bigger than that. Ted Bundy was a small, probably like around my height, probably, or shorter. I think it was like 5'10", maybe. Or correct me if I'm wrong. John Wayne Gacy, pretty short guy as well.
Like 5'6".
Who?
He's like 5'7".
Who?
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. John Wayne Gacy, 5'7". Richard Ramirez was actually tall to himself. He was like 6 feet, 6'1". But still, that's still like not that giant, like Michael and Rob Zombie's like 7 foot tall Michael. And then in the Halloween the David Gordon Green trilogy, he's pretty big as well. He's kind of on par with Jason as well in the David Gordon Green trilogy. He's a big, old, kind of chunky 80, 70, 60-year-old kind of a chunky man, you know. He's kind of fat too. Michael in 2018 Kills and in Ends, he's kind of fat too. You could see like a gut on him, you know. So yeah, they really amplified Michael being a really big dude later on, you know. Yeah, but in the first two movies, he was like a guy my size, you know, just a skinny dude with a jumpsuit on, you know, like that with the mask on. That was it. Yeah. Yeah, they really amplified him. OG Wicked Milk says, rather. Apple Ricky says, you're gonna be watching my premiere of my fan film, A Clockwork Orange. Yes, I'm gonna be there in the live comments. I'm gonna be there in the live comments, Apple Ricky. I'm gonna be there in the live comments. Expect me there. Wicked Milk says it's gonna be called The Clown 2. Yes, The Clown 2. The Clown 2. It's because I thought about it. You gotta have that 2 in there, you know. Even I like Scary's having doing the Willy Part 2 thing, you know? Like, so I was like, yeah, it's like, you gotta have that, you know, the 2 in there, man. You gotta have that 2 in there, The Clown 2. I'm gonna try my best to get that freaking movie on, like I said, on Tubi, Amazon Prime, whatever lets me put it on there, you know? I'm gonna try my best to get it on the streaming services. Apareki says, would you have my head spin around like Reagan did in The Exorcism? Yeah, that would be cool, actually. That would be really cool to build like a prop mechanic torso of your shoulders, and then we could get like a prop, have someone make a prop head of a replica of your face, like when she's like that, you know, spitting out the vomit. Yeah, we could definitely recreate that scene. Yeah, that would be really cool to do. Imagine making a robot of like your upper shoulders, and then putting the fake head on top, make it spin with the remote controller, and then put like green Kool-Aid and mix it with a bunch of avocados and stuff like that, so it looks like the green throw up from Exorcist. Yeah, that would be cool as hell. That would be cool. Twisted Emo, why did you retract your message, Twisted Emo? Cloud Nom says, you're like Ted Raimi when it comes to being an actor. Ted Raimi. Yeah, I'm not much of an actor. At least I don't think I am. I acted in a movie. What is it called? I don't know. This is like 2014, like 12 years ago. Like 12 years ago in 2014, I acted in a Jesus movie. I was in this movie called The Second Coming of Christ. It's actually free on YouTube, guys. It's actually free on YouTube. But yeah, I came out in this movie called The Second Coming of Christ. It's because back then, one of my friends, he was working in film, kind of, himself. He should have stuck to that, bro. He should have stuck to that, man. He should have. But yeah, he was working in film, and he had hit me up one day in a group of my other friends. And yeah, like on this movie set, we need like a group of bum-looking dudes. And since I used to drink a lot of beer back then, and I didn't really shower and stuff, I was like, I didn't even really have to wear a costume, you know? So he took me, they paid us and stuff like that to be there for like 8 hours, just shooting clips and stuff. I played this homeless guy in a line waiting to get free food in a church. And then there was scenes of me shot inside the church eating the food as well, and then praying, but I don't know if those made it into the whole film because I haven't watched the actual film. I only watched like the beginning part where I come out. But yeah, if you guys watch that movie, it's called The Second Coming of Christ. It's free on YouTube right here. I come out like in the beginning-ish, like in the beginning of the movie where there's like a church and there's like a line of people. And like if you pause it, you can kind of see me, bro. Oh man, I look crazy. I'll probably take a screenshot from it. And I'll post it here on the channel sometime. But yeah, I also acted in one of my Scream fan films. I made this really short Scream 4 fan film like 2 or 3 years ago, where I played some guy just chilling at home, and then you get a call from Ghostface, obviously, and you think it's a prank. And then I go to the fridge and I open it and I see there's like a cut off hand, kind of like in Scream 6, you know, when they find the guy's head inside the refrigerator. And then as I go back, I bump into Ghostface behind me and he stabs me, and you know, blah blah blah. So yeah, if you want to watch that, it's here on the channel as well. It's called the Scream 4 fan film. Wolf says, what does your shirt say? Oh, my shirt, this is Urethra. This is my band Urethra. This is one of the old shirts we used to make. We do not make this shirt anymore. We do not make this shirt anymore. Yeah, this is one of my old logos that I used to make back like in 2018. Yeah, I gotta start. Well, yeah, I gotta start printing new urethra shirts, but not with this logo anymore. I can't with this logo no more. But yeah, we used to hand these out at shows back like 6, 7, 8 years ago, I think. Yeah. Apple Ricky says, "Do you like spicy food?" Of course, I'm a Mexican. Apple Ricky, of course I like spicy food. I'm a Mexican. Mexicans love spicy food. Well, at least I know I do. I met some who don't like spicy food. Like my little sister, she doesn't like spicy food. My nieces, they don't like spicy food. Wicked Milk says, it was Fantastic Faces. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It was Fantastic Faces. Yeah, the Fantastic Faces masks. Before it was called Fantastic Faces before Scream. Before the Scream movies came out. Before the Scream movies came out, it was called Fantastic Faces. And then once Scream dropped, they rebranded it to Scream Ghostface, Prey says, kind of like Michael. Yeah, exactly. Kind of like Michael, right? Prey says, he was always called the Shape. Yeah, you know why he was called the Shape, right? Because Michael would hide in the shadows and all you would see was just like a shape, an outline. You would just see an outline, a silhouette of a man, moving through the shadows, the shape. Like a ghost, like a Grim Reaper. Let's keep smashing that thumbs up, guys. Come on, let's get it up to 20. We're almost there. Come on, guys, and any new viewers, welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. My name is Frank. Today is Horror Talk Wednesdays, episode 57. First episode, my bad, guys. First episode of 2026. So please like and subscribe to the channel if you're a horror movie fan, and keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Twisted Emo says, it's about a clown who worked at a haunted house in the 90s, and teenagers weren't scared and told him to do better. He didn't like that, so he lured them into some rooms and killed them. That sounds cool. Hell yeah, I dig that. Twisted Emo says, he would also display their corpses as decorations in the house, and guests thought they were fake until workers found out and shut the place down. That's awesome. That is awesome. You know what's crazy about your description right there? I was kind of trying to think of something similar. Like, what is it called? Like, wow, when did I start writing The Clown? Shit you not. I started writing The Clown probably like in 2022, bro. I started writing the little short story for The Clown like around 2022. Around 2020. Now I'm thinking back because I looked through my notes and I already had the outline for The Clown around, like 3-4 years ago almost. I didn't actually get to shoot the movie until like early last year. Hurry up. Because I'm going to eat it too. My shit's dying. But yeah, I remember having an outline for The Clown in 2022. And you know what's crazy, Twisted Emo? You know what's crazy is that I kind of had an idea similar to yours, bro, about some clown who like works at a fun house or who hides out in the woods, and kills children, Like I was thinking of that being like the opening of the film, But yeah, I didn't end up writing my film like that. I ended up going more like Terrifier route, like just random. But I ended up incorporating in my clown movie the 2016 clown epidemic, to justify the fact that there's a clown out in the streets killing, because it would be like really, really random for just a random clown, and that gives me room to play around because now I could focus on my clown and also show side character clowns of other clowns that are out committing their own crimes the same night as my clown goes on his journey, So yeah, I had an idea similar to that when I was first writing The Clown. Very similar, yeah. But I somehow I couldn't like click it together though. Somehow that idea just couldn't come to fruition for some reason, But it was similar though. It was about some like clown, either like in some abandoned circus or carnival place or log cabin or something in the woods, And he would lure children and and take them out, And use their corpses as decorations pretty much, I had a very similar idea, but like I said, I didn't end up using that. I went more of the Terrifier route of just like a random clown walking around, I like the randomness more, with not really a motive, you know. Apareki says one time when we were little, my baby cousin at the pool, he pooped in it, and and it came out. That's crazy, Apareki. That's nasty. That's nasty. Like I said one time when I was a kid, probably like 20 years ago, I was like 12 or 13 or something like that. Some kid peed in the pool, and as you just start seeing the yellow mist go up to the surface, everyone was just like, ugh, and started running out of the pool. It looked like the scene from Jaws when Chief Brody's telling everyone to get out of the water. That's what the pool looked like that day. Aparigi says, if he did that, well, I can't read that. If he did that, there'd be something wrong with his ass. Oh man. Clavnon says Michael Loki bulked up. Yeah, Michael bulked up. Once Rob Zombie's Halloween came out, they started bulking up Michael. Look at him. Look at him in the David Gordon Green trilogy. He's also bulked up. Wicked Milk says Charles Manson was like 5'2". Yeah, that's what I mean. Charles Manson was like 5'2". I remember Billy Loomis. Billy Loomis was short. Bro, Billy Loomis was short. Billy Loomis was short. And he's the one who called the shots in Scream 1. He was the shortest killer, but he was the brains, you know, he was the brain of the operation. And Stu was the taller but dumber friend that would just do anything, you know, that would just agree to anything. Kind of like Pinky and the Brain dynamic, you know. Wicked Milk, have you seen Pinky and the Brain? Remember Pinky and the Brain? Brain is shorter, but he's smarter, and Pinky's taller, but he's dumber. That's what they were like kind of going for right there in Scream 1. Because Billy Loomis was shorter than Stu Macher. Stu Macher sick towered over Billy. Especially that scene where they're both standing together when they're like smiling at Sydney when they're waving the knife at her in the kitchen. Way taller, bro. Yeah, Billy Loomis was also a short fictional killer. Cloud now says John Wayne Gacy, Wade, and Alon, and that's the thing. And that's the thing though, like Bubba, yeah, he was fat. I heard he did use his weight. I heard he did use his weight against his victims. Wolf says, did you see the teaser for the new Strangers movie? Yes, I did see it, and I love it. I'm gonna go see that in theaters as well. I love The Strangers. I've always loved The Strangers since I was a kid. Since that first movie dropped with what was her name? Liv Tyler. Lived in 2008. Yeah, I remember that. And I fell in love with The Strangers, bro. Yeah, Liv Tyler. If you guys don't know who that is, the daughter of Steven Tyler, the singer from Aerosmith. But yeah, I love The Strangers, bro. I've seen so far both of the new Strangers movies, chapter 1 and 2 in theaters. Of course, I'm gonna see chapter 3, dog. It's a trilogy. I feel like people right now don't appreciate this new trilogy of The Strangers, and they're missing out because they're great in theaters. So we don't know if these movies will ever be in theaters again, you know. But I'm happy that I'm seeing them in theaters because I actually like where they're going. I like that what is it called? That The Strangers, they're kind of going in a cult direction. Are you guys kind of picking up on that? I picked up on that in the second movie, chapter 2. I started picking up on cult vibes. So I'm thinking The Strangers is like a cult. They're probably a cult, and they get new members each time one of them dies. So the person they're hunting, if that person they're hunting proves themselves to be a better killer, then my bad. Then one of the killers, that oh my god, dude, if the person they're hunting manages to kill or be a better killer than one of their own killers, I think they take them in, because that's what it looks like with Madeline Pesch's character. Because at the end of chapter 2, she manages to kill Pinup, I think. And then Sackhead is all sad and stuff, and then he's just looking at the camera at the end, in the last shot of the movie, like oh, I'm gonna get revenge on you or something like that, you know. So yeah, to me it seems like they're trying in the new trailer for Strangers Chapter 3. It seems like they're trying to get Madeline Pesch's character to become the next pinup girl, the next pinup killer, because she proved herself worthy, you know. So I'm picking up cult vibes from this. At least that's what I think. The movie could be completely different, you know? The movie could be totally different, you know? But I'm picking up cult vibes from this. And she already knows who one of the killers is, I presume, you know? So yeah, I'm definitely going to go see Strangers Chapter 3. So yeah, February's going to be booked, bro. February is going to be booked. Scream 7, Strangers Chapter 3. Oh, yeah, also the channel's about to get, it's going to start getting really Scream here in the channel, right, guys? It's going to start getting really Scream here on the channel. I'm going to be dropping a new Scream video. Not a live, but a video. I got to make more videos, honestly. Yeah, but I'm going to be dropping a new Scream video. Maybe sometime on Friday or Saturday. It's going to be for my Scream 6 mask rehaul. My Fun World Scream 6 mask rehaul. So hope you guys check that out. But yeah, let me see. We were talking about what movies are still in theaters. Where's showtimes? Apple Ricky says John Wayne Gacy was the real killer clown. Yes, I know. Hell yeah, he was. Wicked Milk says my uncle used to roll with Richard Ramirez. That's cool, bro. Hell yeah, love it, man. That's awesome. Klavnam says that's awesome. You look Middle Eastern. That's so fitting. Oh my God. What's so fitting? Oh, because of the upside down cross. Yeah, we don't make these shirts no more, man. Yeah, I'm actually a Mexican though. But yeah, Wicked Milk says, aha, send the link, bro. Oh yeah. I'll send you the link on Instagram, bro. Wolf says, I'm gonna watch the Second Coming of Christ tonight. Awesome, bro. Watch it, bro. You'll see me right there like in the line. I have like a beard and I have like spiky hair. Yeah, it's like kind of like in the beginning. You gotta look for the scene where there's like a line of people outside of a church. And, oh, you know who's also in that movie? You know who's also in that movie? Jason London. Jason London from Dazed and Confused. Jason London, whoever has seen Dazed and Confused right here, if you're old school like me, Jason London, one of the guys from Dazed and Confused was also in that movie. He was the main character. So when you see a shot of a white guy come into frame, that's the scene where I come out. Because he walks in a door, and then there's a shot of him walking in the door, and then there's a shot of the camera panning around a line of people outside. And I come out in that scene. I haven't watched the whole movie completely, so I don't know if my other shots came out. But yeah, and like I said, also Jason London from Dazed and Confused is in that movie. I remember being on the set with them. That shit was so funny, bro. That dude was just smoking cigarettes between takes, taking pictures of people, signing stuff. My friend, rest in peace, my friend Jesus. He asked him for a cigarette. That was crazy, bro. He gave him a cigarette. Man, good times, man. Surya Khan said hi. What's up, Surya Khan? How you doing, Surya Khan? Surya Khan says inverted cross. Yeah, it was a logo for my old. It's a band logo it's an old band logo. We don't use this logo no more. Guillermo says Gusto de Rola. ¿Cómo estás, Guillermo? Si te gustan películas de terror, suscríbete aquí al canal. Surya Khan says, hey, did you watch the Art the Clown movies, Terrifier? Yes, I've seen all the Terrifier movies. I've seen them all back to back. Cosplayzano says, what's up, everyone? And Frank, how's your day going today? What's up, Cosplayzano? How you doing? Cosplay? Glad to see you here on the channel on another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today's episode 57, bro. First Horror Talk Wednesdays of 2026, man. Glad to see you're doing okay. Everything's going good today, bro. Everything's going good today. How about yourself? Hey, Cosplay, can you please smash the thumbs up? Get us up to 21, please, Cosplayzano, so more people can join us here, bro, please. Cosplayzano says, Frank, I messaged you. Frank, I messaged you to see who's starting up the cosplay group. I'll probably start it later on, bro. Because I was kind of busy editing some skateboarding clips this morning from yesterday. But I'll get to it, though. Yeah, sometimes I miss my messages on Instagram, bro. Because I get caught up doing stuff outside the internet as well. And yeah, this morning, I was like editing some skateboarding clips. I'm going to post them up, yeah, in a bit after I'm done with this live as well. So I'm not done. After I'm done here, I'm not done, though. Twisted Emo says, Hey, does still live in the abandoned, closed down, haunted house? Then a group of teens want to sneak in and tell everyone at school that they snuck in, but the clown ends up killing some of them. That's cool. I love it. I love it, freaking Twisted Emo. I love your story, bro. Sounds great. It sounds great. Are you gonna make a fan film or something, Twisted Emo? Are you gonna make a short film or something? Let me see. Caslizano says, love the shirt. Thank you so much, bro. It's an old logo. It's an old band logo. We don't make this shirt no more. Apple Ricky says, have you seen The House of the Witch? I think so, maybe, Apple Ricky. I'll look it up right now. Caslizano says, like and subscribe. Twisted Emo says, you know, people who don't like the new trilogy of The Strangers, those movies weren't meant for them. They were meant for true fans of The Strangers, and I'm a true fan, and I love both of the new movies. Yeah, I love them too, bro. I love them too. Especially because they got a hot-ass final girl, you know? What's not to love, right? But I don't know, bro. Some dudes are weird. I sometimes wonder if, like, some dudes, you know, I don't know, man. Fools be weird, though. Like, okay, basically, you got almost everything that you want in a slasher movie. You got a hot final girl. You got not one, but 3 serial killers, you know? You got some gore. You got blood. You got some mystery going on. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think it's just because everyone has the internet nowadays and everyone could just voice their opinion. Unlike back in the day, like in the 90s and early 2000s, if you didn't like something, you just didn't pay attention to it, or you would talk smack about it, but amongst your friends, you know, you didn't have the power to make a video and do and talk crap like that, you know. So pretty much back in the day, your opinion was just your opinion and it didn't matter, you know. Twisted Emo says, I plan on seeing the 3rd chapter in theaters in my Scarecrow costume. That's cool, bro. Yeah, I need to start buying Stranger stuff myself, bro. I need to start buying Stranger stuff. I hopefully I get to go see Scream 7 with my Ghostface costume. Because last time that I went to Scream 6 with my costume, I went by myself and I noticed it was freaking people out, dude. Because there was just one guy, or to them, it could have been a woman, you know? There was one person dressed as Ghostface there. And like I said last time, it made some people very unsettled, you know? Like, I scared, like, one of the worker girls there when I was going to the bathroom, you know? And I was wearing my mask, you know? Imagine if I wasn't wearing it. But yeah. Castellano says, I'm looking to get a custom-made Jason Voorhees mask this year. Not sure which one from which film yet. Damn, bro. Yeah, get whichever one you want, bro. Whichever one, whichever Friday the 13th film is your favorite movie, Castellano, you get that one. Whichever Friday film is your favorite movie, you get that one. Like mine, my favorite Friday film, like I love all of them. I'm not gonna watch, but I love the 2009 remake. I love the 2009 reboot. That's why I have that mask. And I have like 2 of them that I made. All right, guys, we're going to start getting into some movie news right now. We're going to start getting into some movie news. Cloudnom says, I meant you'd be good in a Jesus film because Jesus was Middle Eastern. You know what's funny? Me and my brother were talking about a Jesus film earlier today. Hey, maybe I will end up making a Jesus movie. For some reason, it keeps like calling to me or something, you know? For some reason. I'll make a better one than Mel Gibson. He's gonna try to incorporate all this weird stuff into it, into the new one. Watch to fit the evangelical side of Christianity. Let me see, but yeah, bro, yeah, Cloud. Now, me and my brother were talking about Jesus, a Jesus movie earlier. Gary says, schizophrenic virgin listening and watching. What's up, schizophrenic virgin? How you doing? How you doing? Glad to see you here on the channel. Another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today is episode 57. First live, not first live, but the first Horror Talk Wednesdays of 2026. Hey, please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, Gary, please smash the thumbs up. Yeah, get us up to 21, man, please. So more people could join us here on the channel. Parekis says, Frank, if you had 3 sons, what would you do if you saw them do the flaming bag of S on a cop's doorstep? I'd probably laugh, but I'd probably tell them to stop because then they're going to arrest me for it. Wicked Milk says, what's good, Zane? Twisted Emo says, I want to know something. I own the exact same gas mask model from the 2009 My Bloody Valentine movie. That's awesome. It's a real gas mask, huh? That's cool, bro. Yeah, you should keep that. Keep it. Cosmizano said, what's one of the worst horror films you saw that was bad but still watched it? For me, it was Sharknado. Oh, that is bad. I can't even sit through that. I don't know, bro. It's really hard to tell. Oh, Jeepers Creepers Reborn. That was really bad. That was really bad, but I still watched it because I bought the bootleg in downtown. But yeah, Jeepers Creepers Reborn, that was really bad. Really, really bad, bro. Cosplay says, I'm cool. Cosplay OG Wicked Milk. I'm cooling, just getting a healthier. And you, bro. Cosplay says, my day chill, focusing on my pescatarian diet journey, working out, and about to focus on my acting and dancing career. That's cool, bro. Awesome. Wish you luck. So your cat says, hey, did you watch the Greek movie Dogtooth? I don't think so. I don't think so, Sir your cat. Sorry to disappoint you. Castellano says, I love part 7. Jason Voorhees mask. Looks like I get a custom version of that one. Then yeah, there you go. You already figured it out. Castellano says, Jason Voorhees in part 7 looks so cool with the bones sticking out. Yep. It looks basically, a zombie, man. It looks awesome. OG Wicked Milk says, my two homies, I've been learning some new editing and color grading stuff lately. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Hey, Wicked Milk, you think you can make us a trailer for my Halloween Ends fan film? You think you can make us a trailer? Cazidano says, Wicked Milk, that's awesome. Keep going. Wicked Milk says, you know that that for the combat scenes, some directors/editors prefer to replay the punches 2 times when cutting between them. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Aporicus, I picture you having sons named Freddy, Jason, and Michael. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Hey, let me turn on the lights, guys. I'll be back. Oh, my back hurts. Oh. Oh, my God. My back hurts so much. What are you doing? Oh, man. Yeah, my back hurts. Wicked Milk says, I definitely can, bro. Hit me up later. For sure. Yeah, bro. Yeah, definitely. Twisted Emo says, hey, I'm so freaking sorry for not making a new tracks for your Halloween Ends fan film. Extremely busy lately with schoolwork and other stuff. It's okay, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Twisted Emo says, I'll try to make some new ones soon. Yeah, bro, just try to get them done as soon as you can. As soon as you can, because I only got 5 scenes left to shoot, And I'm seeing if we could maybe shoot one tomorrow. But yeah. I'm still shooting. I still got 5 scenes left. So you still got some time to make some music. I still got 5 scenes left, like I said, Twisted Emo, so you still got some time to make some music. Cloud9 says, do you collect action figures? Yes. Oh, dude, something fell. Yes, I do, bro, but right now I got mostly room for masks right now. I gotta get some kind of other shelf or something. Most of my action figures are on the wall in packages, the Star Wars figures. And then I got a few over here. Over there, you guys see. Hold on, let me switch the camera. So I got some right there. I got some action figures right there. And action figures right there on the wall. And up there and some right there. I haven't opened some of the NECA ones. And then got some right there as well. I haven't opened some of the NECA ones because I don't got any like displays for them, I don't got any displays for them. Aporeki says, imagine if someone did that flaming bag of their own shit or cat. Oh, man, that would be nasty. If I saw them, I'd beat them up. Castellano says, The Grudge should have another remake. That was underrated. Yeah, it was. I honestly, I don't think it got another remake, because it was too similar to The Ring. It was very similar to The Ring, even with, like, the little dead girl with long hair and stuff, Castellano says, you should get some Puppet Master action figures. Yeah, that would be cool, right? I was watching that movie like 2 days ago, I think. Cloudnom says, that's fire. You should keep them in a box. Yeah, well, yeah, they look cool in a box. Honestly, they do. But sometimes they look cool, too, how people have them displayed, So I kind of do want to, do display them, But I get, the box art looks awesome, and all that. But the figures are cool, bro. I like how some YouTubers have them displayed. I mostly have mask displays. You know, those are my babies, my masks. You know, most of my action figures stay in the packaging. Twisted Emo says, so my grandma said that she could easily make the Stranger Scarecrow mask. So we got a burlap material from Menards, and I left with my mom after we got it. So my grandma is currently still making it. That's cool, Twisted Emo. Love to hear it. Twisted Emo said, I already do have a Stranger Scarecrow mask, which is made of latex though. Oh yeah. That's the Trick or Treat Studios one. Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, you want a burlap one, huh? Cosmedano says, do you have Leatherface and Michael Myers action figures? I have Michael Myers, but I don't have a Leatherface. I need to get a Leatherface though. I do need to get a Leatherface. All right, guys, we're going to start getting into some Scream 7 news. Actually, this is Scream 8. You guys ready? We're going to start getting into some Scream 8 news. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on. Whoever hasn't smashed the thumbs up, let's smash the thumbs up. Let's smash the thumbs up. Whoever hasn't smashed the thumbs up, let's get it up to 21. So more people could join us here. Let's get it up to 21 so more people could join us here on the channel. Roman says, do you have Jason Voorhees mask from 2009 reboot? Yes, I do. You want to see it? Yes, I do. Roman. Hey, Roman, if you're new here to the channel, welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club. My name is Frank. Today's Horror Talk Wednesdays, episode 57. Please like and subscribe to the channel, Roman. Smash a thumbs up, Roman, please. Look at that. Friday the 13th, 2009. Look, smash a thumbs up, Roman. Get us up to 21, please, Roman. Look at that. Friday the 13th, 2009. Screen used in my fan film. His name is Jason, a Friday the 13th fan film. So, Roman, this was used in my fan film. It's here on the channel. We have a fan film here on the channel called His Name is Jason, a Friday the 13th fan film. This is screen used. The whole hood, the mask. I got another hockey mask that I used for the movie as well. We have two hockey masks. You see, we have that one, the more like lighter one, and then we have the more darker, dirtier one. You see, both of these hockey masks were screen used in my fan film. His Name is Jason. Watch it here on the channel. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece, huh? It's a beautiful piece, dude. I want to put this mask on sometime as well. So it look pretty sick, right? Look at that. Damn, straight up 2009 Jason. That's my favorite Jason, guys. That's my favorite Jason. That is my favorite Jason. So, yeah. Let's continue. Twisted Emo says, I got a stranger's prey at night, man. Night man in the mask, scarecrow mask. It's just it didn't look like the one in the photo, and it looked like boxy and terrible, and it was made of burlap. Oh, it was all warped, I bet. Yeah, that sucks, man. That's why I don't like stuff coming in boxes sometimes. Twisted Emo says, I think it's the reason why Trick or Treat Studios made the new Stranger Scarecrow mask out of latex instead. Hey, so they did have a burlap one, huh? They did have a burlap one. Hey, Twisted Emo, was that burlap one from Trick or Treat Studios? Twisted Emo, was that burlap one from Trick or Treat Studios? Apareki says, imagine a Scream remake. That'd be horrible, probably. Scream remake? That was kind of what Scream 4 was, honestly. That was kind of what Scream 4 and Scream 5 were, in my opinion. Scream 4 and Scream 5 were like soft reboots. Well, yeah, that's what they were. Soft remakes, actually. So we already got that, kind of. We already got that. Like, are you talking about a remake where we literally takes place in the 90s again? That would be just, like, really weird. Because we already have the original movie. But they could add stuff we didn't see in the original film. Yeah, that'd be really weird, huh? Roman says, which Leatherface is your favorite? Mine is from 2003. Mine is this one, Roman. Check it out. Roman, mine is this one. This is my favorite Leatherface. Yeah, the 2003 one is cool as well. Roman, this is my favorite Leatherface. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1974. The original. This is my favorite Leatherface. This one. I also want to try to get a Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan film made. Maybe by the summer. Hopefully, but if I'm busy with the clown too, probably not. Not to wait until like another year or so, maybe. But yeah, that's my favorite one, man. That is my favorite one. Yeah, I also love the 2003 one as well, bro. That one is cool too. I need to get that mask. But I always get the classics one first. And I saw the original movie when I was a kid with my dad and my uncle in our old living room back in the day. Yeah, dude. So yeah, that one's always stuck with me, the original one. But yeah, I love the 2003 one as well, though. Like I said, I gotta get the mask. Twisted Emo says, yeah, it was. They discontinued that though. I saw other people on YouTube complaining on how boxy the masks were. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I think I remember now. I remember seeing that mask. It was a burlap one, yeah. And it had like the little mouth painted on, I think. Also, I remember when Fun World used to make the Scream the TV series mask. Remember? Guys, hey guys, chat. Remember when Fun World used to make the Scream the TV series mask? And then I was trying to buy one a few years ago, and then I realized, oh, you can't get it no more. And then people were trying to sell the Fun World one for like over $100, and it was only made of like plastic. And then I was like, what, dude? I'm just gonna buy a real one. So I ended up buying a real like one from Etsy. Cosmic Donald says Scream 8 is in the works already. Damn, that's fast. Yes, yes. I want to get into the Scream 8 news right now, guys, because you guys got the whole chat popping right now, so I haven't been able to get on it. Apple Reiki says, I want a Child's Play 2 remake. No, not a Child's Play 2 remake. Apple Reiki, how about an official Child's Play 4? Remember Child's Play 3. Remember after Child's Play 3, we got Bride of Chucky. I didn't consider that like an official Child's Play 4. That was like the Bride spin-off already. That was like the Bride Chucky spin-off already. I want an official Child's Play 4, an actual sequel to Child's Play 3, where we see what happened to Tyler, Andy, and De Silva. I want to see what happened after Child's Play 3. Because Bride of Chucky takes place like what? Supposedly days after Child's Play 3. But they go in a whole different direction at that point, I want to see an actual Child's Play 4. Like I said, I want to see what happened to Andy, Tyler, and De Silva after they killed Chucky at the carnival. Would it still take place in the 90s? Maybe later on in the 90s, or in the early 2000s or something. Aporek says Skeet Ulrich's childhood was horrible. I don't think I've heard too much about his childhood. I gotta look it up though. Aporek says I want a good guy horror movie so bad. Oh no, I want a goofy horror movie so bad. That would be cool. That would be pretty cool. A goofy mask or an actual like dog killer. Justinimo says actually I did get the TV series Scream Master a couple of bucks at Walmart, but accidentally broke it after Halloween a couple of years ago. Yeah, that's what I meant. It was made of like plastic, bro. It was made of vacuum form. It was a vacuum form mask. So vacuum form mask, the plastic breaks really easily, So yeah. Surya Khan says, what about Annabelle sequel? Yeah, we got to look that up soon too right now. So yeah, let me start getting into the Scream 7, Scream 8 news, guys. We got some Scream 8 news. Casizano says, I want another Leprechaun movie, but this time it takes place at a campus college. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. Imagine they made Chucky in the hood, just like Leprechaun in the hood. I think that could work. Aporek says Goofy was a dumbass back then. He always is and always has been. All right, guys, it's time for movie news. Now that I got more viewers. All right, guys, so yeah. Well, rumors swirl about Scream 8. Guys, this is about Scream 8. Listen up. This is about Scream 8. Well, rumors swirl about Scream 8. Reports suggest plans to focus on a new generation. What wasn't that the plan with Scream 5? Wasn't that the plan with Scream 5, dude? Like, these guys are, oh my God. They make me want to smack myself in the head. What is it? Spyglass and the writers. Like, bro, wasn't that the plan with Scream 5? Okay, but yeah, here we go. Scream 8 reports suggest plans to focus on a new generation, like Tatum, played by Isabel May, as a main lead, potentially giving Sidney Prescott a strong supporting role or ever wrapping up her arc. As Neve Campbell stepped back due to salary disputes after Scream 6, leaving the door open for a new trilogy centered on Sidney's story, but with new faces, say industry insiders. So yeah, those are the rumors going around right now. That Scream 8 is apparently not going to be focused on Sydney and is going to be focused on her daughter Tatum, which they're trying to prop up to be the new final girl, apparently. What's crazy is, though, that even though if Tatum is the final girl, I'm pretty sure Sydney's still going to be in the movie to some degree, because it's her mom and all that. So I'm pretty sure like Tatum is probably not going to be able to take on Ghostface on her own, maybe on her first go around by herself with them. So I'm pretty sure Sydney's still gonna come out, even if they're trying to make it supposedly to focus on a new generation. I'm pretty sure Sydney's still gonna come out to some degree because she is gonna be Tatum's mother, and she is gonna know the ins and outs of Ghostface. So yeah, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. Yeah, like even if it's not going to be focused on Sydney, it's still going to be focused on someone related to Sydney. So Sydney will still pop up into the picture from time to time, is what I think. You can't even with the Carpenter sister story. Sydney's story still had to pop up somewhat. But yeah, let's see. Twisted Emo says, I got a plastic donkey mask at Halloween Express a year ago, and the eyes were completely white, and it reminded me of your next killer's mask. Oh yeah, your next. Isn't that movie where those guys who wear masks of like animals? One has like a sheep mask, and I forgot kind of the other ones, a dog one or something. Twisted Emo says, also thought they did do that with Scream 5. I thought that was the plan with Scream 5. The new generation was supposed to be Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, Mason Gooding, Jasmine Savoy Brown. They were supposed to be the new generation. But whatever happened with Scream 6. And then the whole thing with Melissa Barrera and stuff like that, and then the script for Scream, the original Scream 7 got leaked, and they did say that Sam was gonna supposedly become a Ghostface, So yeah, dude, they did have a whole new generation planned, but they scrapped it. Cazizano says what they need to do in Scream is get rid of all the cast and make room for all new characters and with a plot that's never been done before. Yeah, that's what I loved about the TV series. Cosplayzano, that's what I loved about Scream the TV series. That's what I loved about Scream the TV series was that they managed to tell a new story without having to involve Sydney or any of the Woodsboro people, or any Ghostface survivors, They managed to tell a new story in a new town with new people with a new mask. They could do the same thing with regular Ghostface, in the movies. They could just focus on a new group of teens in a new setting in Woodsboro, new suburb of Woodsboro, where it's a new group of teens, or maybe the neighboring county or something, or anywhere for that matter now, anywhere in America now for that matter, because Ghostface, as seen in Scream 6, is like a worldwide thing, So yeah, or even around the world, they could literally Scream is that type of franchise where it could go on forever because it's always a new killer. It could always be a new killer with a new cast, Scream is that type of franchise that could go on forever because it's always going to be a new killer. And if you wanted to be a whole new cast, it could, But they always stick to the same people because it's just safe for Hollywood, It's just safe for Hollywood to do that. So your account says, will you dare to bring the actual Annabelle doll to your place? Place. Have seen her. I believe she has been locked somewhere in a museum. I don't know. I heard crazy things happen when you bring Annabelle around to your house. I heard people start dying and all that crazy stuff. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not, Surya Cat. Maybe not. Cloud9 says, any news on a new Halloween movie or sequel to Ends? Maybe bringing Michael back? Nah, man. There is no new news. There is nothing on Halloween right now. Nothing. I knew they were gonna fumble it. I knew Malik Akkad was gonna fumble it. I knew he was gonna fumble it after Halloween Ends. To me, Halloween Ends wasn't a fumble. I liked Halloween Ends, but I knew he was gonna fumble it once after Halloween Ends on deciding where to take Michael next. I knew he was gonna fumble it. I knew that TV series was it's either just hype just to keep the name of the franchise circulating, or they're waiting for the Friday the 13th TV series to drop so they could copy their formula, you know? But I knew Malik was going to fumble it. I knew he wasn't going to know which direction to take it. I have an idea. I have an idea in my brain of where we could take Michael back and even bring him back, you know? And even bring him back from the dead, bro. But you know, these movie producers, these franchise owners, they're not like that. They're gonna want to get writers. They're gonna, they're gonna push agendas and stuff like that. You know, they're not gonna want actual like old school like talent. You know, like that anymore. You know. But I have an idea. I have an idea for a great Halloween sequel. You know, that could bring Jamie Lloyd back with one, well, maybe not with Laurie Strode, but still related to Laurie Strode, you know? Still related to Laurie Strode and still being related to John Tate, you know? And maybe still even being related to Karen Strode and Allison, you know? I have a great idea in my head for a new Halloween movie that could tie John Tate, Karen Strode, Jamie Lloyd, could tie them all to Jamie to Laurie Strode, but nah, they won't let us though. Aporeki says Goofy was I can't say that word on stream though, but it's an R word. Twisted Emo says I'll post a picture of the donkey mask after the live. I'll mention you in it. Okay, cool, man, cool. I'll check it out. Street Cats, it's been a long time since we haven't seen any new release from the Saw franchise. Oh yeah, there is news on Saw. I'll get into some news on Saw right now. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on, let's get it up to 21 again. Come on, guys, let's get it up to 21 again. Please, let's get it up to 21 again. Casizano says, I didn't get to watch the Scream the TV series. Watch it, bro. You're going to love it. I loved all 3 seasons. Aporeki says, but Chucky here and he's going to kill me. Huh? Oh, yeah, you got a good guy doll, Aporeki. I want that one. The one you have. I want that one. I only got the older one that Spirit Halloween released first. The first line, the bigger one. You got like the one that's a little shorter, huh? Cosplayzano says, gotta get back to work soon. Good day to everyone. And Frank, take care. And we can talk about the cosplay group whenever you have time. Cool, bro. Take care, man. Take care. Kill it at work, bro. Comnon says the Blumhouse fault for killing him. Right? I know they didn't. Yeah, but it was still a cool ending, though. I'm not gonna lie, though. Yeah, they did mess up by killing his physical body off. But you gotta admit, it was a cool freaking scene, though. How Laurie dumps him in the freaking metal shredder, and you just see Michael's body just explode in blood and guts and meat and stuff. Yeah, it looked cool though. Cloudnom, you gotta admit though, the shots look cool though. Like Halloween Ends, people could have their gripe with it, but I loved it, bro. I love Halloween Ends. I love the fact that we see the more poor part of Haddonfield. You see more bums in Halloween Ends. It's kind of on par with Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. With a lot of bums, a lot of disgusting stuff. There's a lot of gore in Halloween Ends. That's what I love about it, too. Nurse Deb was hot. You know? Cloudnom says, what's your idea? I don't want to say it, bro. I don't want to say it. But I will mention one thing. Cloudnom, I will mention one thing. Is that Michael survives the fire at the end of Halloween 2. Cloudnom, are you listening? Are you listening? In my movie, in my Halloween sequel, Michael Myers survives the fire at the end of Halloween 2 and switches places with another dead, burnt body from the explosion. That's what I would do. Michael survives the fire at the end of Halloween 2, and he switches places with a burnt up corpse that's lying around from the explosion. Obviously, Loomis dies. Yes, we're gonna have to have Loomis die. But yeah, like I said, I would have Michael survive the fire at the end of Halloween 2, and I would have him switch places with a what is it called? With a burnt up corpse. Switching places and making the paramedics think it's him and making the town think he's dead, only for him to come back like 50 years later or something, you know? That's what I would do. The rest, I'm going to keep it shut, though. the way I would connect Lori, the way I would connect what is it, Karen Strode, Jamie Lloyd, and John Tate together, I'll keep that to myself. But yeah, that's what I would do. Cloudnown says he would. How would you bring Michael back in a sequel to Ends? I wouldn't do a sequel to Ends. I wouldn't do a sequel to Ends because Michael's physical body is gone at that point. Michael's physical body is gone at that point, at the end of Halloween Ends. I would do a sequel, a proper sequel to Halloween 2. I would do a proper Halloween 3. I would do a proper Halloween 3 because I feel we never got a proper Halloween 3. We got Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, with masks and world domination and stuff, you know? Not Michael Myers. Michael Myers was just a movie in Halloween 3, you know? Also, with Halloween H2O, I don't think that was a proper Halloween 3. I think that was more of an anniversary film. I see Halloween H2O more as an anniversary film. I don't really consider it a proper Halloween 3. So what I would do is I would make a proper Halloween 3, a proper sequel to Halloween 2, finally completing the original trilogy, you know? I would complete the original 78 and 81 trilogy with the proper Halloween 3. Wicked Milk says, and should have ended with Lori leaving Haddonfield for good this time, like moving to another country, laughing my ass off, and the audience unsure if Michael's dead or no. Yep, yeah, exactly. That's how Halloween always has to be. You have to be unsure if Michael's dead or not, you know? Yeah, it would have made more sense for her and Allison to leave as well, you know? Allison's the only one that leaves, but Lori stays. It would have made sense for her to be in that car with Allison because she finally managed to destroy Michael's physical body, which is going to be really hard for him to get to her now, you know? So she could go anywhere now and not have to feel like she has to protect Haddonfield or feel like she's responsible for Haddonfield, you know? Yeah, and like I said, yeah, that's how a Halloween movie should end. We should always be unsure if Michael's either dead or alive. You never show Michael's actual death, you know? You never show him actually dying like they showed in Ends. Yeah, that's where they did mess up, though. They actually showed him being killed, like destroyed, you know? Not killed, because we know Michael can't be killed like that with gunshots and stuff, you know? But we actually see Michael's physical body being destroyed, mutilated, you know? Which we've never seen in any other movie, you know? So to a lot of people, it's very hard to come back from that. I understand that, though. Yeah, I understand that. That's why it's always better for it to be subtle, you know? Have Michael either die in a fire or get shot to death, you know, like in Halloween 1, 2, 4, 5, you know, 6, you know, 7, Resurrection, you know, even in Rob Zombie's movies, you know, it's always better when they do it like that, when they have Michael either just burned to death or get shot, you know, and then he's not there, you know, it's always better like that because then you're left with the what is it, the suspense of like, is he dead or alive? But yeah, Halloween Ends did mess up by actually showing shots of his physical body being destroyed, because to a lot of people, like I said, like it's hard to come back from that. Diego says saludos cordiales desde Atlántica, España. What's up, Diego? ¿Cómo estás? How you doing? ¿Cómo estás desde Los Angeles, Diego? Huh. Hell yeah. Roman says, it's true, they making Thanksgiving Part 2. Is it true they're making Thanksgiving Part 2? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. What I read an article about that a few weeks ago here on the live, and it says they're supposedly going to go into production this year. Apparently, they're going into production this year. That's what I think I read on some article. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Aporeki says, do we really need Saw 11? Like, seriously? Yeah, I like Saw. What's wrong with Saw? Dude, I don't care if it's Saw 20. As long as they just keep making horror movies, I'm happy, bruh. I don't care if it's Saw 150. As long as they keep making horror movies, I'm happy. Diego says, oh, got a little guy studying or something. Tristan Emo says, honestly, I feel like Scream 5 and Scream 6 copied Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills. Well, man, if you feel like that, I feel like you're going to feel more like that with Scream 7, because they got the whole burning Stu's house and Ghostface walking out of the burning house just like Halloween Kills. Twisted Emo, if you feel like that now, I'm pretty sure you're going to feel like that even more with Scream 7. Because they got the whole burning house thing like in Halloween 28, Halloween Kills. Diego says, greetings from Alicante, España. Okay, ¿cómo estás, Diego? ¿Cómo estás, Diego? ¿Cómo estás desde Los Ángeles? ¿Cómo estás, Diego? Klobnom says, I would have done that. Done what, Klobnom? Done what? Because I got lost in the train of thought. Klobnom, done what? The Halloween thing? Aporeki says, trying to get my people from my school to play my fan film. Yeah, make flyers, Aporeki. Make flyers. I remember when I was trying to cast my fan films, I would just make flyers on Instagram and stuff too, you know? Diego says, you are very fond of horror and gothic films. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in reincarnation? Of course, man, I believe in God. Hell yeah. Believe in God. Believe in reincarnation. I think it could be possible, bro. I think it could be possible because a lot of knowledge that I have in my brain honestly didn't even go to school for it. I just somehow just picked it up, you know? You know, so yeah, I think you're onto something right there about reincarnation, bro. Because yeah, like all this film knowledge and music knowledge that I have in my head, like I didn't go to film school, I didn't go to music school, you know, like you know, so like who knows if I could have been doing these things in my past life, you know, and the knowledge just got passed down. So yeah, I think reincarnation. Actually, I do kind of believe in reincarnation, bro, and I think I have for a while. Because some things, how come we're able to do some things without even having to study for it or go to school for it, you know? Wicked Milk says only way to bring Michael back from ends is with heavy supernatural elements. He would look wicked as fuck though, all charred up with his flesh stitched together, deteriorate like a zombie or something. Yep, you would have to go to Jason Voorhees route. You would have to go the Jason Voorhees route, bro. Wicked Milk, you would have to go the Jason Voorhees route with Halloween Ends, bro. With Halloween Ends, you would have to go the Jason Voorhees route. You would have to you have to bring him back from the dead as a zombie already, you know? Aporeki says, I haven't seen Saw, to be honest. I have. I love Saw. Saw's cool. Aporeki says, I'm making a fake cigarette for the homeless guy in my fan film. Awesome. You could buy Aporeki, you could buy prop cigarettes for like $1 online. Aporeki, you could buy prop cigarettes for online for like $1 or $2. Cloudnom says, I would have had Hawkins shoot down Michael after killing Laurie and Ends. That would have been what would have happened realistically to and Michael would have died way better. Way Ends ending wasn't realistic. Yeah, that's where they messed up, because then you're not really able to bring Michael back anymore. And yeah, Allison breaking his arm, bro. I was watching Halloween Ends like on Monday. My brother was watching it actually. And I saw the scene where Allison breaks his arm, and it's just like, dude, a skinny chick. Yeah, she's kind of tall, but she's still like she's a freaking she's like 90 pounds, bro. And James Jude Courtney's arm's all thick. Like, bro, you really believe she broke Michael's arm like this? Yeah, it's really funny. Like in Halloween 2018, it was more realistic because all she did was slash Michael's wrist, you know. But in the end, she literally went like this to his freaking arm, you know. She literally went like this and snapped it, you know. Bro, you know how hard your arm is, like your bone, like you would have to bend it really freaking hard and far for it to snap like that, bro. And imagine a man with thick freaking arms and muscles like Michael Myers. Like, it's just funny, that scene, bro, because she literally just like goes like this and his arm snaps when this part of your bone is really thick. Aporeki says, I know what a cigarette looks like. I know. Come on, I'm saying that they sell prop cigarettes online for like $1, so you don't even have to make it. Cloudnon says, how does Allison break his arm? That was so dumb. Yeah, that's what I was saying. She basically just not karate chops, but like just goes like this. Look, she basically goes like this. When in reality, Michael's arm would be
fat and thick and full of muscle, bro, and his bone and his elbow bone would be really thick. You would have to have some like strength, bro, is what I mean. Like you would have to have some strength to pull that whole arm freaking inward, you know? You would need some massive strength, bro. Like trust me, you would. Like I've tried stuff like that, you know? Like put your arm at the edge of a table and tell someone to try to like who's ever arm wrestled? Who's ever arm wrestled? Who's ever arm wrestled? Bro, like imagine it's like that, bro. Like you're gonna be trying to bend. Like if you've ever arm wrestled, you'll know that people's elbows are strong, bro, and elbows are hard. Like if you've ever arm wrestled, you'll know, bro. So it's just funny that she's able to break his arm through his elbow, bro, because your elbow is really thick, you know, and it's gonna take a and like I said, you would need some strength, and plus she didn't even have it like she didn't even have any like she didn't have like a support on it. She was grabbing his arm in the air like this, and she breaks it. That's impossible. You would need support. You would need his arm to at least be laying on the edge of the counter, you know. But she does it like she comes as Lori's getting choked, and Michael's arm is up in the air as Lori's getting choked. She just gets his arm and snaps it, and the arm is not even it's not even supported by anything. She would have been able to do it more realistically if Michael's arm was laying on the counter, on the edge of the counter. Then she would have had some strength to snap it back. But with Michael's arm fully in the air, nah, that's impossible, bro. Like, look at me right now. Look how hard it is just to jerk your freaking elbow back. But yeah. Klobnom says Blumhouse was all about the girl domination propaganda. Well, yeah, it was a feminist movie, you know, and basically it's like it was a movie about a woman trying to get over her traumas, you know, which is like the big thing in Hollywood. Yeah. Well, kind of. I don't really see it as really a big thing anymore as much. But yeah, when this came out, Halloween 2018, kills and ends still, it was like a lot of like the Me Too stuff was still kind of going on a bit, you know? So yeah, it was a movie about a woman and her trying to get over her traumas of a man that tormented her, you know, of a bad man, you know. It was a movie about a woman that was trying to get over what a bad man did to her, you know. So yeah, the programming was all there. I just watched it because of Michael, you know, and I watched it because I mean Jamie Lee Curtis is pretty cool in those movies. I'm not gonna lie, you know. And it's Halloween, you know, so like I was able to ignore all that, you know, and just focus on Michael killing people. That's mainly why I go to the movies to see horror movies. It's just to see the shots, so I could copy the shots later on and see the gore and just see Michael go mayhem, you know, on people. Wicked Milk says, bro, I couldn't believe that scene. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like it takes a lot of force to jerk your freaking. Like everyone here in the chat, go like that to your elbow. Go like that to your elbow, and you'll feel like it has weight. Your elbow has weight. It has some strength to it. You would need some strength to pull it. Dude, bones are strong, bro. Bones are strong. A lot of people think bones aren't strong, but bones are strong. Cisarimo says, sorry, I wasn't talking. My parents had me haul out the trash to the curb. It's cool, bro. It's cool. We all do that sometimes. I still have to do that. And I'm like 34. Wicked Milk says, what's your favorite cigarette brand? I don't smoke cigarettes, bro. Wicked Milk, I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke, dude. You hear that, guys? I'm a good example now. I don't smoke, though. I quit smoking like 10 years ago, bro. I quit smoking cigarettes like 10 years ago. I used to smoke when I drink beer. Back when I used to drink beer, that's when I used to smoke. But once I quit drinking, I just didn't really like have the itch to smoke tobacco anymore. That was only like when I used to drink alcohol because the tobacco makes you feel even more drunk, you know? But yeah, now that I don't drink, I don't really need to smoke. So yeah. But my favorite brand used to be Marlboros. Wicked Milk, my favorite brand used to be Marlboros. Any Marlboros, I don't even care which ones. Any. Twisted Emo says, you know what would have fit better? As the end credits for Halloween ends, and they played Mr. Sandman at the end. That would have been sick. Yeah, that would have, right? That would have been awesome. Yeah, but yeah, they just kept it with the Halloween theme, I think.
Or did they? I gotta rewatch the end credits again. Apareki says the cigarette I made was just out of paper. It looks pretty real. I'm telling you, Apareki, buy those prop cigarettes. They look really good. Trust me, they look really good. They're like $1 or $2. Justinimo says, I drew Scarecrow from Strangers and it looked extremely good. And my friend said it was realistic and really detailed. But one of them said they didn't really like it. And I'm like, what? Well, if everyone else told you they like it and only one person likes it, that's okay, bro. Almost everyone liked it. Just one person. Who cares what that person thinks? Yo, Twisted Emo, if you like it and the majority of your other friends like it, that speaks a lot. That just says that he's either jealous or doesn't appreciate art. So who cares about his opinion, bro? Here's the thing about art, bro. Art is very subjective. Some people are gonna like it and some people are not. And that's what I learned the hard way with music and making movies, you know? Some people are gonna like it, some people are not. So you just focus on the people that do like it, you know? You focus on the people that do like it. Make it for the people that do like it. And the people that don't like it, well, they're not in your camp. You don't got to worry about them because they don't like it. They're not a fan. So you don't got to make things for them, you know? So if some people don't like your work, that's cool. That's their opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. They could stick their opinion up their ass, though. And you just keep making your content for whoever does like it. That's what matters, bro. Is that you make it for those who do like it. And haters are always going to hate watch. That don't matter. Haters are always going to hate watch. OG Wicked Milk says, and bro, Michael can literally hold himself in a ceiling using 2 fingers. He can literally lift people with 1 arm. Ain't no way she breaks his arm like that. That's what I'm saying, Wicked Milk. That's what I'm saying. You see it too, right? You see it too? That's what I'm saying, bro. Cloud now says, I find it funny how they sacrifice realism for the message. Well, yeah, it's modern Hollywood. It's modern Hollywood, bro. It's modern Hollywood. That's why Scream 1, and Halloween 1 are always going to be the most realistic ones. And Friday the 13th, the original Friday the 13th. They're always going to be the most realistic ones, bro. Because Scream 1, Halloween 78, and Friday the 13th Part 1, those movies are very realistic, yeah. Because like when Halloween 78 came out, yeah, it was very possible for a mental patient and that movie came out in the 70s during the time when mental hospitals were still a big thing here in America. So that was one of the societal scares back in the day. It was a crazy madman from a mental hospital escaping to kill people, you know? And that's how Halloween came about, you know? And that was very realistic for the time, you know? And then in the 90s, Scream came out, you know? Scream came out and because now we only didn't have rotary phones, we also had like landlines and stuff like that were digital phones now. That you could press buttons and stuff like that. So there was new technology. So the news scare was, you know, what is it called? An anonymous killer going around killing people. You know, that's what made it realistic. You know, and the Friday the 13th Part 1 was very realistic as well because it was a mother that lost her son, and revenge is a very real thing. Look at Scream 2 as well. But Scream 2 kind of lost the realism with some of the stuff in the movie that happens as well. That's why I didn't mention in this list. But yeah, also, like I said, Friday the 13th Part 1, very realistic because people do snap whenever one of their loved ones is killed or something like that, you know? So that was realistic. Mrs. Voorhees going out killing the counselors, you know? Yeah, but the later movies, like the later movies of Halloween, Scream, Friday the 13th, they all lose that realism, you know, because they all start, you know, incorporating messaging, and those messages have been in these films even then in the 80s, bro, you know. So, you know. Cloudnum says Scream 1 was cool because it felt like real high school sociopaths. That's what I mean. That's why I love Scream 1 the most. Scream 1 had the scariest ghost face and the most realistic plot. Because it felt just like 2 high school, yeah. It felt just like real. It felt like real high schoolers
just trying to copy the movies they saw, you know? And that's something I feel the later Scream movies lost, you know? Like by Scream 2, they were kind of like, okay, Scream 2 kind of had the copying the movies thing with Mickey, but they started losing it with Mrs. Loomis because she wanted revenge, you know? So like so they started losing the movies thing around Scream 2, you know? And they kind of brought it back for Scream 4 a bit, but not really. It was more about like social media by Scream 4. But Scream 4, it still did feel like two high schoolers though. It did feel like two high schoolers from 2011 that were on a killing spree. But yeah, Scream 1 is always going to be the most realistic one though, in my opinion though. Because it felt like Columbine. It literally felt like Columbine before Columbine, you know? It was the most realistic, honestly. Yeah, and like I said, it was just like it was just like two high schoolers copying, trying to like two demented high schoolers who watch too many movies. Instead of making a movie with props and actors, they go on a real killing spree because they don't know how else to live these fantasies, you know? Twisted Emo says in 2025, people were harassing Spirit Halloween on the internet to release the 2025 animatronic lineup, and when they did, everyone began hating on them, and I found that kind of funny. That's crazy. That is crazy. Cloudnum says they didn't make the killers overly jacked or anything. They were just kids with bad influence. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. They were just kids with bad influences. That's what Scream 1 was. That was the messaging of Scream 1. Media could corrupt kids, but some kids are already born corrupt, so the media just makes them more smarter to get away with those crimes, you know? Remember when they tell Sydney, movies don't create movies make psychos more creative? That was the messaging in the film, is that media influences us, but some of us are already crazy, so the media just amplifies the craziness. Aporeki says, I made a flyer, posted on my Instagram story. Good. Now post some at your school, Aporeki. Post some around your school. Pass some around lunchtime, you know? Sisterimo says, I love 2025 Spirit Animatronics. Though, but people start commenting on my old post saying, how could you like that prop? And so my friends began to tell me not to pay attention to them. So I did. Yeah, just don't pay attention to them, bro. It's so easy for me. I could care less what people say, bro. Like it's hard to believe, you know, when people say I don't care what people think, but like I'm one of those people, bro. I grew up in a scene where you had to learn not to care what people think, you know? I grew up in like the punk rock scene in like the early 2000s, late 2000s and stuff like that, early 2010s, you know? So, and you know, and then in punk rock and playing music, especially when you play live music in front of a crowd, you have to learn not to care what people think, bro. Because when I first started playing with my band, I used to get really nervous before I went up on stage. I would smoke weed to calm the nerves. But then later on, I had to learn like not to care what people think, bro. And that's what you have to learn to do, Twisted Emo. Twisted Emo says, they say it's my opinion and they say it's my opinion and people are sensitive. Who cares, bro? Tell them, well, that's your opinion, not mine. Tell them that's your opinion, not mine. Wicked Milk says, Scream 2 had my favorite Ghostface. He was brutal and energetic as fuck, as if he were a rabbit or something. Also, Roger Jackson did a way better being funny grunts for the Ghostface attack scenes. Yeah, there was more grunts in that movie. And yes, Mickey Altieri. He was the only Ghostface that was already a serial killer before becoming a Ghostface, yeah. And he was the only he didn't have mommy issues like Billy and Stu and stuff like that, you know? Well, I think Stu had parental issues with both his parents. Billy had mommy issues. Let me see. Woji Wicked Milk says Scream 2 had my favorite. Okay, yeah, we read that. Yeah, man, hell yeah. That's awesome. All right, guys, we got 3 more minutes left. We got 3 more minutes on the live. We got 3 more minutes, and I'll be cutting the live. My back hurts so much, guys, from falling skateboarding yesterday that I probably won't be able to finish the rest of the live today. But I'm gonna try my best to finish the 2-hour lives coming this Sunday. I'm gonna try my best to finish the 2-hour lives coming this Sunday, but I can't talk too much right now because my back really hurts a lot and it puts a lot of pressure on my back. So yeah, guys, the live will be ending in 3 minutes. So you guys have any last questions? Ask them now. Aporeki says, I changed my script of it's just gonna be Alex. Awesome, Aporeki. Awesome. Wicked Milk says, when you think the second Scream 7 trailer coming out? There's rumors that it's gonna come out tomorrow. Wicked Milk, there's rumors that the second Scream 7 trailer will be dropping tomorrow. Wicked Milk, did you hear me? Wicked Milk, did you hear me? There is rumors that the second Scream 7 trailer will be dropping tomorrow. Aporeki says, so this is when Alex is about to go to the casino, because who knows what he does. That's cool, Aporeki. Yeah, just gotta write whatever he does after the movie. Or is it a prequel or is it a sequel to Clockwork? Wicked Milk says, I hope it does for real. Yeah, I was hearing rumors that, yeah, supposedly it's gonna come out tomorrow, but we'll see, because you know how that would be. You know how that be, you know? Damn, dude, my back hurts so much. Wicked Milk says, fan made Five Nights at Freddy movie. Oh, man, that would be kind of expensive, bro. Wicked Milk says, will it have Henry and Emily? Oh, you mean Aporiki's movie? I don't know if she's still doing the Five Nights at Freddy one. I think she's doing Clockwork Orange instead now. Wicked Milk says, yeah, Apple. Oh, bet. All right, thank you so much, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface and Michael Myers Collectors, for joining me here on the channel for another episode of Horror Talk Wednesdays. Today was episode 57, our first Horror Talk of 2026. Like I always say, please smash the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out in the algorithm. Smash the bell notification to be notified when I go live or upload new videos here on the channel. Comment, hit the comments below. Share these videos with everyone you know so we can keep making more horror content here on the channel. Also, follow me on Instagram for more horror content. Also, if you'd like to leave a donation to the channel, because sometimes we run out of fake blood, prosthetics, or props for our movies, Cash App link down below. If not, just keep smashing the thumbs up and subscribing. If you can't do that, just keep smashing the thumbs up and subscribing, and I'll see y'all on Sunday. Wicked Milk says, bro, they should have had more Skeet Ulrich screen time in Five Nights at Freddy 2. I haven't seen it, bro. I have to see it. And then we'll talk about it. Wicked Milk says, see ya. Twisted Emo says, bye. Cloudnon says, you gotta get all the animal electronics. Yeah, I know, man. It'll be expensive. Cloudnon says, see ya, cousin. Take care, man.